Tim, first of all, thanks for joining us. You know, one of the great things from our chairs is watching young athletes hit their stride. And that was you last season. 39 goals, 90 points. We talked to you last year at the European Players Tour as well. And you talked about mixing up your workouts and changing things. And, you know, I remember coming home and talking to Elliotte and saying, you know, it feels like Tim Stutzle is going to have a big season. And you did. Describe last year for us.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. It's always great to be here, first of all. I mean, it's just, I think it was a lot of fun. The group we had an unreal group, and just coming to work every day was just so much fun. And I was fortunate enough to play with Brady and G, and I think those two guys are unbelievable players. And especially having G there, who's been around for so long, who's been a captain so long, helped me a whole lot. Just staying consistent, coming to work every day, and getting the job kind of done. And since I switched my workouts and everything, I think that was a big part too. And I did a lot of stuff to get better, and hopefully continue to get better.
Yeah, the NHL, it's the best league in the world, and it's really hard. I mean, everybody knows that, and young players, you know, when they join the NHL, their rookie seasons can seem like scrambly, trying to figure everything out. And then after a while, you know, the elite players will tell you the game sort of slows down a little bit once you get used to it. Did that happen? Like, you looked so comfortable playing last season, and you'll carry that into this season and subsequent. But did it feel like the game slowed down for you?
Yeah, I think, as long as you're comfortable, I think you're playing way better. I had a lot of confidence in my game, and I think I got that from playing with those two guys. I mean, they kind of let me do my thing, and if you play with G, I think everybody would say he slows the game down. He's so smart, and kind of finding areas and creating space for the guy who is coming down the middle. And I think we built a lot of chemistry together last year, and I think that helped my game a lot. And like you said, I think I was really confident, and I'm still really confident in my game. I think I can be even better, and then hopefully in the next years.
Okay, a couple follow-ups here. When you say even better, what are we talking about here? What are you looking at to say this is going to make me even better?
I think being able to play in every situation, even playing when the game's on the line, if we are down a goal, if we're up a goal, I think that's getting better at my two-way game. I think that's going to be a really important part of our team. I think right now with Josh and Pinto and Castle, we are really strong down the middle, and I think that's going to be really important for us winning games. And I mean, just getting better in every kind of aspect in the game. And I think I'm still so young, so I can get way stronger, getting quicker, faster, and just trying to understand the game in the game even more, kind of trying to pre-scout the other players, doing more about the goalies, and I think there's still a lot of upside.
Your GM last year, Pierre Dorian, he said you're going to be a top 5, top 10 player in this league. How close do you think you are to that?
I think there's still a big gap. I mean, if you see all those guys doing it consistent year after year, I haven't done it yet, so I don't think you can compare me already to those guys. But in the end, I would say I'm a really confident guy, and I think I know what I can do. But in the end, you don't want to put too much expectations on yourself, and I just want to have a good year again. And as a team, I think that's the most important, to have a good year there. And then I think the personal success is going to come by itself if we have a strong year as a group. And I'm really confident in our group. I think that's the most important. I really believe in this team. I think we're going to be really, really good in the next years. And I think that's, for me, the biggest key of being successful is winning as a group and getting better every year.
I also just wanted to ask you a quick one about Giroux. One of the former Flyers told me, Giroux, underrated, demanding guy. Like, like he is a really demanding guy. And he told me the first time he got the stink eye from Claude Giroux, he's like, I couldn't sleep for a week. Okay, so when did you get your first stink eye from Claude Giroux, and what did you do to deserve it?
Yeah, it's just I have sometimes I think we just look at each other and he's like, let's go, man. Like, you gotta be better. And I can't do that to him yet, but he wants me to do it. So like, he's so like crazy on the bench. Like, it's insane. Like, he would just like look at you and would be like mad, and like 5 seconds later he would start dying laughing. He would just act like he's mad and then he's fine. Like,
what makes him mad though? Like, what do you do that makes him mad?
He always said he gets bad anxiety when I turn back with the puck and just kind of slow the game down a little bit. And he just gets anxiety, but he kind of wants me to do it too. But then he's like, just give me the puck, like, let's go. And then I kind of want to keep the puck and stuff and go for a change, and that's what makes him mad. But no, he's been awesome, I think, for the whole group, and just having him around has been unbelievable. And yeah, hopefully we can have him for a little bit longer than he signed for.
Mm-hmm.
You're really demanding of yourself and tough on yourself as well. There are a couple of times this past season where, you'll have like a 3-point game, and I'll listen to you after the game and you'll be like, yeah, I didn't play well. I'm like, didn't play well. We're on one of the 3 stars, you got 3 points or whatever it was. What would be what is a good Tim Stutzle game? Like, what at the end of it do you look at and say, okay, that was a good game? What do you need to do?
Yeah, I think dominating. I think dominating offensively, creating way more chances than the team you play against or when you're on the ice. I think don't give them anything, kind of. And I had some games where I played really, really good. Our line had like 15 shots and their line had like 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. And you don't make any points. And I think that's still a really good game if the team wins. And in the end, if you play against the best players every night, it's going to be hard to keep that going. But my face-offs got to be better. So if I go 0 for 7, that's definitely not a great game. But in the end, I think you have some games you're just fighting the puck. Things aren't going right. You just have too many turnovers, and then you still go out and have 3 points. So that's like not a great game for me. It's just winning game, winning hockey. I think that's the biggest part.
Barkov said that everybody's face-off percentage is going up because Bergeron retired. So that's
hopefully, yeah. Hopefully,
that's good news. I remember a year ago you talked about how excited you were because you believed this group was going to get there. Well, last year was a step, and now Tarasenko's in, and how do you feel going into this year compared to how you felt last year about the group?
Yeah, I think I'm really confident in the group. I've been confident since I got here in the group. I think the guys we are so young, and you just got to believe every year. I think you get there. I mean, for me, it was really hard when I first got there. We lost so many games, and I wasn't used to that when I first got there. So I still hate losing. We lost a lot, but I think now it's really the time for us to get better every season, get stronger, make a push for the playoffs, and then just try our best. I mean, you could tell with Florida, they got in like 4 points ahead of us and made a run to the final. So it's just, I think the group you have in the room, I think that's the biggest part, that everybody believes in it. And if you don't, then that's fine to us. But we want to have a group of guys who want to be there, who want to be with the team and just enjoy being around. I think with Tarasenko signing, I think he really believes in the group too. And that's awesome to see that we are making strides every year. And guys like him, guys like G, saw what we have in the team and came and joined us in free agency.
Do you participate in the recruiting? Like when it was guys trying to get DeBrincat to stay or get Tarasenko to come, how much are you personally involved in that?
I mean, I don't think you can really. I mean, DeBrincat to stay, it's his choice. You can say whatever you want. If he doesn't want to be there, then I don't want to make him have to be there. That's fine to us. I think the whole group, we've been saying it. We want him to stay. We want him to be part of this group. He's a great guy, great player. But in the end, if you don't want to be there, then good luck on your way. But we're going to believe in our group, and we are going to be strong about our opinion that we want to have this group of guys in the room. And I think you can just tell those guys who signed long-term, they really want to be here. And that's the biggest part for us.
The sale of the Ottawa Senators, how does that affect you personally?
I don't know yet. I have no idea. I haven't really seen any changes or something happen. So I think we're really fortunate enough that we have all our kind of core guys right now signed long-term. Mm-hmm. And I think they've done a really good job to do that. And now adding those pieces, I think, is going to help us getting better. And I think they've done everything they could to make us a better team, especially this offseason. And everything they said, I mean, adding Chikrin, he's been great. Mm-hmm. Great guy, comes from around the area, does a lot for the community already. So it's great what they do, and see how it goes when the new guys come in.
Because that's what I was trying to get at. The idea that, there was that one uncertainty since the passing of Eugene Melnyk. We all know, what do you build your house on? Sand or stone. Like, you need a strong foundation, and I think we were all waiting to find out. And the sale probably took longer than everybody wanted to. And I'm sure there were moments that, as players, you wondered in the dressing room and had conversations about, okay, where is this going? When is this going to end? Is there now that sense of, okay, that's done, and there's our foundation?
Yeah, 100%. I think, especially like in the media, like there was so much stuff going around, and you had no idea what's kind of going on. But now I think, having a new owner coming in who has been around, who has been in the league and knows all that stuff, I think it's going to be huge for our group. And I think he has our backs in every kind of situation. And you could really tell, I think, that he believes in the group too, which is great to see. And otherwise he wouldn't have bought it for that much money.
I have a last non-hockey question. Can Brady Tkachuk sing anything besides Mr. Brightside?
No, he can't. He can't. That's all he does every time. Every time when we go somewhere, he wants to put that song on, and I can't listen to it anymore. It's every time.
It's a great song. It's completely ruined it for you. Do you do karaoke?
No. I just stay in the background a little bit, see him put his shirt off and go to work. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
That's not for you.
No.
That's outstanding. Expectations this year. We were having a conversation with Lucas Raymond a couple of moments ago, and we talked about this group that exists in the Atlantic here, and it's the Ottawa Senators, it's the Detroit Red Wings, and it's the Buffalo Sabres. And we're all waiting to see which one is going to pull out of the pack first and take that next step. How close are the Ottawa Senators to being that team?
Yeah, I think really close. I mean, our goal last year was to get closer to the players, be able to play some meaningful games at the end of the year, and I think that's what we did. We were in the race almost the whole time, and I think that was good for our group. I or some guys, the guys who played really good at the beginning or at the end, were just not there in the middle to win those games, and that was us. But in the end, I think that's what we have to work on this year to stay consistent, especially in those meaningful games where we got to be there to win those games. And I think we're really close to making a push here. And in the end, I think the expectations are really high, but we just got to go day by day, game by game, and see how it goes.
This has been great. Tim, thanks so much for this. Good luck this season.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, awesome.